Hi, and welcome to Let's Talk Sports podcast with me, Lucia Dabba. On this week's episode, it is going to be a shorter episode as we are just going to discuss the Eastern Conference as that has been all sorted out. I will make my playoff predictions for the East. So let's get into the teams overall. So I'm going to start going through the teams from 8 through to 1 briefly. In the 8th seed, we have the Orlando Magic. Now, in all honesty, I haven't been watching much of the Magic, so I'm not confident that they will make much noise. Aaron Gordon is the only bright spot on their team, and in all honesty, he should have 2 dunk contest trophies. I'm looking at D Wade for screwing that one up. So I give them less than -% chance of actually making any noise in the playoffs. In the 17th, we have the Brooklyn Nets minus KD and Kyrie. It's kind of scary that they are still good, minus their 2 big stars. They're going to be monsters next season. I see them maybe winning a game or two in the first round, but I don't give them much chance, as I give them more of a chance than what I gave Orlando, but I don't think that they're going to make much noise. I think they're going to be a better team next year and look for them to come out of the East next year. In the 6th seed, we have the 76ers. Now, I'm about to go on a rant because I am frustrated beyond belief with the 76ers. You're supposed to be better than this. You have 2 all-star talents in Embiid and Simmons. You are not supposed to let stupid things get in the way, like Ben Simmons' shooting ability. Ben Simmons is one of my favorite players, but he just needs to shoot the damn ball. Why is he so scared to shoot the ball? Is he too worried about stats? I don't know. Just shoot the ball. And Embiid, it just gets in everybody's way. He's a great player. Don't don't let me don't let it get it twisted. But they are just, I think it's about time that we break those 2 up. It's about time. They just are getting in each other's way, and it's always something stupid with them. I blame the coaching, Brett Brown. I think that it's his last season of coaching because seriously, this cannot go on. They've got 2 amazing all-star talents in Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, and they're not getting used and they're not getting fulfilled the way that they're supposed to be getting fulfilled. They've been trusting the process for far too long. I think they've actually forgotten how to actually play the game of basketball and not deciding to tank. It's about time to split up Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. Okay, rant over. In the 5th seed, we have the Pacers. I love when small market teams make it. I don't know much about them, about the Pacers, to be honest, but I'm happy for Indiana and I hope that they can make some noise in the playoffs. They put on a great show against the Lakers, so I think they can make noise. I think, like the Nets, they can win a couple of games, but I don't give them much. Now, in the 4th seed, we have Jimmy Butler's Miami Heat. Now we are moving on to the teams that I think actually have a shot at winning it all and actually have a shot about coming out of the East. I'm really loving the combo of Iggy and Butler. Iggy with his incredible talent and incredible veteran experience, I think is giving Jimmy Butler something to lean on, and especially considering Iggy has 3 rings. Like, that is something that I think a lot of people can look up to. Next season, I predict that these 2 will have an even better and more lethal combo. I think the Heat will at least win 1 playoff series. Now, in the 3rd seed, we have the Boston Celtics. Now, as you guys know, I'm a die-hard Lakers fan, so I don't like the Celtics that much. It's the biggest rivalry in the entirety of basketball. With such a storied franchise, and without such a big marquee star, they are doing a great job. They're actually doing better than what I predicted at the beginning of the season. I think that they actually have a chance of playing in the Eastern Conference Finals. Like, I'm not giving it to them, but I actually think they've got a chance. They are definitely doing a better job with Kemba Walker than Kyrie Irving. And I love Kyrie, but this is his second stop where there's been problems. So we've got to start looking at Kyrie as one of the problems, not anybody else in the team. I'm really excited to see what they can do in the playoffs. Now, in the second seed, we have the Toronto Raptors. The Raptors are a great team. I did not expect them to be this good. I, in all honesty, was not expecting them to even make the 8 after after Kawhi left. I am so shocked. But Kyle Lowry is big time. He will be a great star in the future. And I love how the Raptors have still continued despite losing Kawhi. And I cannot wait for this team in the playoffs. I am so looking forward to seeing how they go. And I give them a real healthy chance of coming out of the East. And now, in the first seed, the Milwaukee Bucks. The Greek Freak is number one. He is arguably the best player in the world. I have never seen, since the days of Shaq, I've never seen such a dominant player as the Greek Freak. He can just ball. I love how he plays. I love his intensity. I love the fact that he's not trying to make friends within this league. This is a team that I am most looking forward to in the playoffs. I am so curious to see if they can actually get out of the East. This is going to be an amazing playoff team, and I cannot wait to see them in the finals. Like, I seriously believe in them that much. Now, on to my East's playoff predictions. So, first round, got the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Orlando Magic. This is a no-brainer. This is Bucks in a clean sweep. I don't give the Magic a single game in this. I'm sorry, Magic fans, but seriously, you guys have not been relevant since Dwight Howard left, or even further back than that, since Tracy McGrady left. We've got the Boston Celtics. Sorry about that. Missed a game. We've got the Miami Heat versus the Pacers. I give the Miami Heat the win in a 4-1 series. I do think the Pacers are going to win a game. It's going to be tight, but I think they will win a game. And I just love Miami. I think Jimmy Butler is incredible. He doesn't want to make friends with anyone, and I love that in a player. I love the fact that he's all about winning, and Pat Riley is a godsend in Miami. He also looks like a mob boss, but that's neither here nor there. I'm scared of Pat Riley because, again, he does look like a mob boss. Then we've got the Boston Celtics versus the 76ers. Now, this is going to be the series to watch. If there's any series in the East during the first round that you need to watch, this is a series. This is going to determine whether the 76ers are better off without Simmons, as he is injured and he's ruled out for the rest of the season. Again, something stupid. I give this narrow victory to Boston in a 4-3 series that is going to go down to the wire. That is the game that I'm most looking forward to seeing. That's the series that I'm most looking forward to seeing. I'll be keeping a close eye on that one. Now I've got the Toronto Raptors versus the Brooklyn Nets. I give this one to the Raptors in either a clean sweep or a 4-1 victory. The Toronto Raptors are big time, and I just don't think the Nets have a strong enough bench, strong enough and not big enough stars in order to prevent the Toronto Raptors from taking it. But the Nets are coming next year. The whole league needs to be put on notice. The Nets are coming next year. Now in the second round, I've got Bucks versus Miami. I take the Bucks to win it in a 4-2 series. I think this will be a hard-fought series. This is the semis, and anyone that makes it to semis is one of the top 4 teams in the East. And I think that is incredible. So I do think that Miami will win 2 games in it, but I don't see them making it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Then we've got the Boston Celtics versus Toronto Raptors. This again will be a good series. If this series happens in the second round, this will be the series to watch. I take the Raptors to win it in a 4-3 series. So it's going to be a close one again, but I do have the Raptors to win it. Now, for the Eastern Conference Finals, the rematch from last year, the Bucks versus the Raptors. Now with this one, will the Bucks finally overcome the hurdle and make it to their first finals appearance since 1971? Or will the Raptors repeat and go into the finals again? We've got two incredible storylines going into this match, for this matchup. I take it down to the wire. It's going to be a 7-game series. I take it right down to the wire, and I think the Bucks are going to win it in 4-3. So there you have it. They are my Eastern Conference predictions. I will do the West once we know who's in the 8th seed. And I've got a preference for who I want in the 8th seed, but that's just purely because I want the Lakers to have an easier run in the first round in the Phoenix Suns, and I also love Devin Booker. But that's neither here nor there right now because we don't know. It's like Schrodinger's cat. We don't know whether the cat's alive or the cat's dead, and we would know until we open the box. That's my philosophical thing for the day for you. So that's all for this week's episode of Let's Talk Sports podcast with me, Lucia Dabon. So catch you all next week. Bye.